The late ANC stalwart Peter Sample will be buried today. The funeral service takes place at Nangoza Jebe Hall in Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape. Sample was gunned down by 3 men at his home in Zwide on Christmas Eve. Port Elizabeth police have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the murder. His life as a political activist started at an early age as he stood strong against the Apartheid regime. He was also detained on Robben Island for 5 years, where he shared a cell with former President Kgalema Motlante, Gwala and Mike Xego. Let's cross now live to our SABC News reporter in the Eastern Cape, Lwando Nomoyi. He will be chatting with us a little bit later on. We'll give you those details later.
Thank you very much. We are at Nangoza Jebe Community Hall, whereby scores of residents from the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro have come to celebrate the life of the late ANC stalwart Peter Sample. Peter Sample was obviously gunned down on Christmas Eve at his house while working on his garage. Police thus far have arrested 2 of the 3 suspects that are suspected for the murder of Peter Sample. And the ANC, regional delegates have also converged to pay their last respects for the late Peter Sample. But with me here, I've got the regional leader of the ANC Nelson Mandela Bay, Gwala. Sir, thank you very much for your time and welcome to SABC News.
Thank you very much, SABC.
Obviously, sir, the death of Peter Sample has come and created shockwaves throughout the metro. Just briefly tell us, his involvement, within the ANC.
Comrade Peter was a servant of the people. He believed and he had a passionate of the community and the area where he resides. He did a lot of community work in terms of neighborhood watch, patrollers trying to deal with the crime within the area, which is very vital. He was also an entrepreneur who was solely living on the basis of fixing the tapes and the radios in the cars. And however, he was a member of the African National Congress up to today. He was a committed leader. He was a leader at his own right. He's not that kind of a leader who was elected, but the leader that works from behind and be able to give direction to the leaders that are elected. He is not a person who was so ambitious and excited about leadership, but he was a humble man, a man that loves the people, and he believes that the people of this country shall govern. And he realized that in 1994 till today.
Obviously, the death of Peter is also very untimely, and the police thus far have made 2 arrests. As the ANC in the region, what do you make of the arrests?
The arrest of the culprits or the alleged people or the alleged perpetrators or criminals, we appreciate what the police has done with a quick reaction in terms of arresting those people, not forgetting the assistance from the community to ensure that those culprits are behind bars. However, we are still saying to the police they must also catch up the 3rd one. So when the 3rd one is there, we'll be able to support the family of Sample. The branch of the ANC in Putana Masiza branch will be having a campaign to ensure that they support that particular family. Not only that family, but all the people that have lost their lives through the barrel of a gun. It's not a good thing when a liberator of the people is killed by criminals. We never thought that will happen under the new dispensation and the democracy that we are envisaging today.
Thank you very much. That was the ANC regional leader in the Nelson Mandela Metro, just reflecting on the life of Peter Sample, as a delegate, and a stalwart of the ANC. But the funeral continues here in Port Elizabeth. But for now, from me, Lwando Nomoyi, and the woman behind the lens, Natasha Maquntulu, it's back to you in studio.